So let's create a new network configuration using nmcli. This works this works in rare Linux, other Linuxes, most Linuxes these days. So let's use nmcli to configure this. I'm going to show you in this video how to make a IPv4 static IP configuration using nmcli and the config files. I'm going to make a second video, how can you create with nmcli a DHCP, obtain automatic configuration IPv4 and config files. So two videos, 1 and 2. Like and subscribe and comment to get notified about the new videos, and let's get right to it. So here I'm working with Rocky 2, the one we love. So if you are watching this in short format, if you cannot see the font size, I highly recommend you check my long form format because it's more readable. It's at Ozoibit on YouTube and everywhere. Just go to YouTube and Ozoibits and check the long form video. You can see it better. If you're in a short form, you can tag along with the audio and see what you can see, or just go and check the main horizontal video. So here I have our loved and beloved Rocky 2 server, and here we have a console connect. So I am connected through SSH to Rocky 2. So since I'm going to tamper with the configuration of the network, I may lose access through SSH, which means that I have Rocky 2 ready here at the background with the direct console. If something goes wrong, I can fix it at that time. Okay. So I don't recommend you do this through SSH, because if you change network configuration through SSH, you will most likely, or probably, and it's a possibility, you will lose connectivity with the remote server, and that can be stressful. If you are doing this through SSH, be sure that you know what you are doing, or have your physical console as a fallback, or do it all on the physical console. Just, you were warned. So using an nmcli, so let's start by this. So nmcli connection show. So I'm going to make a static IP address configuration. Okay, I'm going to give it a static IP. But you can also, I'm going to make a second video about a DHCP obtain IP address. And I'm also going to make a video about an M2E, but that's another video. Like, subscribe, and comment to get notified. So this is my quick recipe. So nmcli connection show. All right, this is my current connections. So it doesn't really matter the names. That doesn't really matter. So you probably will have one name. We have the LO. Leave the LO alone. This guy needs to be there. Just don't bother. Don't tamper with it. Let's focus on the other one. So this one is ENS160. So ENS160 is like my network card. So this is from my Ethernet card. So the names will vary, the names will change depending on your VM server, if it's VMware, Oracle, Cloud, AWS, whatever the case, or physical server. The names may vary. Doesn't really matter at this point what the name is. Just focus on that you have a name and a connection. Okay. So this is a connection I have currently, which is fine. So let's check the details of our current connection. So let's do ENS160. And this is going to show us all the details. So I'm not going to bother with all the details here. Just remember that this is what we want. I am interested in knowing about this connection. So let's, I don't know. Let's, for example, I know this already because I have checked. So auto connect means that this network profile is going to be automatically applied. This can be important. And if you hit the space bar, you will see the current configurations that you have now. Some DNSs, some IP addresses, and gateways. So I'm going to make a new connection, but I'm going to assign to a new connection the same IPs, just so I don't lose the SSH connection to the remote server. But if you want to see here, you can just go do an nmcli connection show. And it's basically the same thing. Okay, so no worries there. So if you are wondering how do I have my font size so big and so readable on the console here, check my channel, Ozoibits, and you have their videos about all of that, and you can check it out. So let's do the following. So let's just do this. So nmcli connection, and if you hit the tab key is a friend, is going to put you on the correct path to what comes next. But this is my recipe. And that's an nmcli connection add. I'm going to add a connection, and the order doesn't matter all that much, but this is the order I like to use. So connection add. Let's give it a name, con add. Con name, of course, I'm stupid, and give it a name. I'm going to put it in this what is called commas. upper stamp. I don't remember what is named, what is called in English, but you are seeing it, so it's fine. So let's get called new fixed. I like to put uppercase names when I create things on manually, so I can distinguish. Okay, new fixed. Okay, then we will specify the type. Sorry. So type, it's going to tell us what connection type it is. You can say that is Ethernet, normal, dial-up, VPN. If you are in doubt, just hit the tab key twice and you have the list. In this case, it's Ethernet. Okay, cool. Next, I just can just dive in with the configurations themselves, and I'm going to tell the IP address, IPv4 IP address. If it was IPv6, it will be just basically the same shit. Oh, I'm sorry, the same thing. Okay, IPv6. I don't want IPv6 address, I want IPv4 address, but it's fine. And I'm going to get up here and recycle my IP address, and my IP address is this one, and I'm going to recycle it, which is fine. Okay, then IPv4 gateway, and I'm going to recycle my current gateway. Cool. IPv6, IPv4, IPv4 DNS, and I'm going to put only one because I want to show you how can I add another one later on. So just hit enter, and something it's not correct, which is nice. So I have an error, and I say it's fine, which is kind of nice. Maybe I pasted way too many things. So let's go verify nmcli connection show. Oh, it's added. So I'll probably pasted some stupid things. Let me put the command back up. Yeah, I pasted something I shouldn't. It doesn't look right. So let's do this again. Okay. Before I do that, let me see nmcli connection show new fixed. Let's see what dumb thing I did. So yeah, I added the IP, but the other things I probably pasted some things on the wrong location. So let's try this again. So nmcli connection add, con name, new fix, type Ethernet, IPv4 address, and the IPv4 address. Let's then repaste the other options because I probably mispaste things. Successfully added. So nmcli connection show. Now I have two new fixed. This is not good. This is normal to happen if you add two connections with the same name. nmcli is going to give you different UID. So they are two different connections with the same name. So in order to correct this mess, you do an nmcli connection delete. Okay, and you specify the UIDs. It's a good thing I made a mistake, so I can show you how to fix it. Okay, they are deleted. Connection show, they are gone. And we can just re-add it cleanly. Nice. And connection show, and there it is. So let's check the details again. New fixed, there we go. We have everything looks nice. Auto connect, and it was here. So there we go. You have a DNS server, have the IPs, gateways, everything looks good. Auto connect. Do I want this to auto connect? It says yes by default, but do I want it to auto connect? So if I say yes, it's going to make auto connect this one, auto connect that one, and things can be just really crazy. So we can just pick and choose which one you want to be the default one when the server reboots. Just do nmcli connection, edit, give it the name, new fixed. In this case, tab. I'm hitting tab to help me out, and you just if you forget, you just scroll up. So connection. I do prefer. Let me do a quick change. I do prefer the modify one. I like it more. Sorry, connection. Auto connect. No. Okay, which means that this new one, it's not going to be auto connect, which means when the server boots, it's going to prefer to activate this one. This one is still here, but it's just waiting to get activated. It's not activated by default on the reboot. Cool. Now to activate it manually, let's see the list, and now you do nmcli connection up, and you just hit the name And there you should be okay. There's a little hiccup and connection show and everything's fine, which will be reflected here. Okay, that, as you can see here on the actual physical console. Oops, sorry. You'll see there that new fixed, it's green and has a device applied, which means that is a connection that is actually up. So everything's good. I did not lose connection just because I recycled the configurations. So basically the same IP address, same gateway, same everything. So I didn't lose connection because it's the same IP, just a new profile. You had a little hiccup there because it kind of jumped a little bit because it was applying the configuration, but it's the same IP, same everything. So the SSH survived. So you should be good to go here. Cool. It's done. Basically, it's done. You have a profile. And when the server boots, it's going to prefer the other one, the one that it's yellow because it's auto-connected. So if I was to reboot the server now, it will enable the NS160 and not the new fixed, which is fine and dandy. It's perfect. But let's re-enable that one just for funsies. So nmcli connection up, ENS160. Okay, and connection show, it's going to show you that this is the one it's enabled, and on the physical console, it should show exactly the same thing as it's doing. Cool. How fun is that? So we have a new profile that it's enabled. It's with a static IP address. Now, if you want to add a second DNS, which is to nmcli connection modify, okay, give the name like new fixed. And you do IPv4, IPv6 will be the same stuff. IPv4 DNS, but be careful and just do a plus sign here, and you're going to do the 8822. Oh, I'm sorry, 44. Is it 8822 or 8844? I forget which one the secondary Google DNS, but this also works. So if you don't put the plus sign, if you do not put the plus sign, it's going to overwrite the one that was already there. If you put the plus sign, it's going to add a secondary one or the third one or fourth one. If you use the minus sign, it's going to remove. So connection show, new fixed, and you should see the second one there. So if I add it's with a plus sign 4444, just for example. And there you go, it's just adding. So say nothing, it replaces, plus adds, minus removes. And you can use this example of the plus, minus, equal, and everything, like I said, for the DNS, for other parameters and other options. So just to wrap things up, let me show you where these configurations are stored in this example. So this may vary on Ubuntu and other Linuxes, but it should be somewhere around this. So just do etc, NetworkManager, system connections, and you see it there. So these are my two connections there. Okay, the ones I have, nmcli connection show. It's basically the same thing, which means if I want to add a third connection, a third configuration, you can by editing the text files. So how do I do this? Well, let's do an s-l. Okay, let me just remind you guys where the location is. Now, this is how I do it. I'm going to check this. Let's, for example, this one. I'm going to copy this file to a new file with another name. So let's call it newfix2. So I have now a new file using as a reference. This one is the new file. This is a reference file. So you need to edit the contents of this file. But there is one parameter I need to generate, which is the UUID. So if you check the configurations, they all have a UUID. This is something NetworkManager related, not system-wide connected, but you need to have it. So let's just generate a new one, UUID gen. I'm going to get this number. You will see where I need it, and you have it now. So let's edit the new fix2. Now, this is something you need to put as unique as possible. Bam, new fix2. And then, well, I will keep everything the same. I'm just going to remove the DNS server to look unique, but I'm going to recycle the same IP, gateway, and everything else, and we are good to go. Let's just save and quit. If you do an MCLI connection show, you will see that it's not there yet. So I have 3 files, but only 2 connections. Forget the hello, that's unique. And well, there's one way to fix it. nmcli connection reload, nmcli connection show, and there I have it. Now the new fix is there, and I could easily apply it to my connection. So nmcli connection up, new fix 2. It's going to have a little of a hiccup, but we are good to go. And also we can confirm on the physical console as always. And there you go. So there you go, a quick video. Well, not that quick, it's 15 minutes long, but a quick video all about using nmcli to create a new profile, a new Ethernet profile with a fixed IP address, with gateways, DNSs, and all of that stuff, how to edit it, how to make changes. I'm going to make a new video about DHCP configuration. After that one, I'm going to make a new video all about the nm2e tool, which can be very handy. Like, subscribe, and comment. Any questions, let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers, guys.